With only a few weeks left before her baby was due, Queen Parucha found herself tired, uncomfortable, and more than a little fed up. As she rested by the fire, feeling every bit the weight of her pregnancy, those around her had been quietly working to prepare for the arrival of the little princess. Without warning, Lord Viscom entered the room, followed by the others. Carrying a secret, smiling warmly, he said, "Close your eyes." The queen laughed and did as she was told. A moment later he whispered, "Now, open them." Before her stood the most beautiful crib she had ever seen, lovingly crafted by Lord Viscom's own hands. "Oh my word," she gasped, tears filling her eyes. "How did you keep this from me? I was about to put her in a wooden drawer." Lord Viscom smiled. "A princess deserves a crib of her own. I'm sure if the king were here, he would have wanted the very same." Overcome with gratitude, Queen Parucha embraced him tightly. "I can never thank you enough," she said. "When we return to just Lydia, your kindness will not be forgotten." But the surprises were only just beginning. "As we're all giving gifts for my sister," May announced, hurrying away before returning with a carefully folded quilt. She had traveled around the island, gathering scraps of fabric from the fishermen's wives, stitching each piece together by hand. At its center was a beautiful cross, reminding everyone of God's love. The queen could no longer hold back her tears. Next, Nanani stepped forward with a handmade bedtime storybook filled with simple scripture stories that a child could one day understand and treasure. Then little Gracie shyly offered a small teddy bear she had sewn herself. It wasn't perfect, its shape a little unusual, but every stitch had been sewn with love. Finally, Lady Viscom and Nancy presented several beautifully made outfits for the baby princess. Tiny dresses, blankets, and little garments had all been lovingly prepared for her arrival. Looking around at the people who had become her family, Queen Parucha smiled through her tears. "I don't know where I'd be without all of you," she said softly. "You have filled my heart with more love than I could ever repay. Thank you." As the evening drew on, Lord Viscom lifted his fiddle and filled the room with joyful music. The ladies served food and drinks, and laughter echoed through the home. What had begun as a weary, discouraging day became one of the happiest Queen Parucha could remember. A day filled with God's blessings, generous hearts, and the quiet reminder that even in the waiting, she was deeply loved.